Alright, so how y'all doing, boys? Hope you're doing well. Now in today's video, once again, of course, going to be using the brand new SARIEL and using them alongside the Festival King. Now, I really did want to use the SARIEL alongside the new Trader Melees, him just being my preferred unit between him and King. But I mean, the SARIEL doesn't really work with Meliodas whatsoever. There's no real way he can support in like the slightest Meliodas unless you're using him as an association, which I feel like he honestly wouldn't do too bad as an association for the Meliodas. But King is obviously a better partner for the SARIEL, so using them here today, it's a fairly decent CC with this team. If you guys don't know what the SARIEL does, the first card here inflicts cleave damage, which does not do crit damage, equal to 300% of attack on all enemies. The second card here, the counter, increases damage dealt by 60% and assumes a stance for 2 turns, which taunts enemies, reduces incoming damage by 60%, then inflicts damage equal to 450% of attack when taking damage. The ultimate here inflicts quell damage equal to 330% of attack on all enemies. The Grey Switch is once again a fairly good one. Decreases all enemies' crit chance by 3% and crit damage by 8% for 2 turns whenever the hero uses a skill. And lastly, passive increases the 4 Archangels' allies' crit damage by 8% for each battlefield buff, limit up to 5 times. So fairly good, obviously meant to be used with someone who can provide buffs who is also an Archangel. The main example being Margaret, unless we do of course get a new Archangel in the near future, then Margaret is obviously the desired partner for this character. But jumping over to the equipment here, we are rocking the attack crit damage set. Obviously, yes, you still want to do attack crit just because the damage that would be, proccing if you were to crit is just rusted into the regular damage. If you go ahead and have another read through it, cleave damage, additional damage equal to 75% of the crit damage. So it's more just like a weakened version of crit damage, but you're guaranteed to do it, which is kind of nice. Jumping over to the closet here, purchased all of the cosmetics and they're somewhat upgraded. So with how our characters are built nowadays with their insane crit resistance, most of the time these cleave cards are actually doing way more damage than regular cards would, because especially with some of the older characters with just terrible substats, it can be so hard to get a crit with them. But this is the team we're using today. It's all just in the back just because, SARIEL does give a couple of those debuffs. And yeah, let's jump right into it. Here we go, first opponent. I've been extremely enjoying this SARIEL as of recent. I don't know why, it's such a nice change of pace, and I'm really enjoying the level 2 counter lasting for 2 turns. That was one of like my biggest things about all the other counter characters. Let's see, we'll put up the King Shield because it's probably our smartest bet, and we'll rank up and do this one here. SARIEL will of course still proc the counter as long as he's like hit. Pretty much it doesn't matter if King's Shield stays there. However, I really doubt the King's Shield will survive. Pretty much an attack from anyone here. Coming up against the Blue Truth Seeker Melon. Honestly, really like the look of this team. Really interesting. Got the merger on the Trader Meliodas as well, so could be taking quite a bit of damage there. Not going for the attack disable, exactly what we wanted. Just manages to break the shield with the single target. Hey yo, if he throws out the AoE here, we're just gonna get him just before kill percent. There we go, look at that. He's probably like 5-10% HP. And then even attacking with Escanor, honestly, this SARIEL absolutely claps at Escanor. The reason I stopped talking though was because I was so surprised he got the crit on SARIEL. But let's rank you up. Let's go 1, hoping that doesn't kill the Meliodas and the Escanor. And then we'll throw out the 3-star AoE. As you can see, I reckon this will honestly be one of the SARIEL's better teams. Although he isn't getting any Archangel support, which is, what he's kind of meant for. I don't know, King just being such a powerful character, they're pretty much destined to work well together. Unfortunately, I had the Meliodas die on that other card. But hey, not too bad to start off the video. And at the point of recording this video, last night we actually had like our big JP update. Unfortunately, I didn't get to watch the full thing. I went to bed fairly early, so I got to watch a little part of it. Those JP, pretty much all of the live streams always so late for me. It's super unfortunate, but watched a bit of it, and I didn't get to see an awful lot. I have seen, obviously, we do have like the new, what's the word I'm looking for? The new Demonic Beast battle and whatnot. Also got a new Ragnarok character, a new side unit for the banner like they've typically been doing. They gave us Elate is the side unit, which I honestly reckon is really strange. Pretty much like all of the side units, pretty much the main unit is always like a Ragnarok character, which is pretty standard. But the side unit for this one is Elate, so unless we're going to see Elate in the up and coming chapter, I don't know what they're doing. Let's go rank up and then we'll go for pretty much go for the same play as last time. I'd like to be able to break shield with the Power Strike card. Okay, that shield is going to be extremely weak, but I mean, it's something, I suppose. But yeah, no, don't know why they did Elate. She's not like the hypest of character by any means, but the original character they gave us, the Skadi, ooh, damn. Holy, the giant emo mommy, whatever you want to call her. She is... They do a great job of some of the Ragnarok character designs, whether it's like just how cool some of the characters look like Sigurd, or characters like this new Skardi and Brunhald, whatnot. We are getting absolutely carved up right now. How many more attacks does this guy have in this turn? Okay, that was the final one. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's go. I mean, we could just go full send on the Sariel cards. Sariel does have another turn of the counter, so if we can just get them to full health, we should be able to have enough HP to just eat attacks and then just counter anything. Also throwing out as many cards as possible, lower the crit damage and the pierce rate, I think the other one is. I mean, hey, unfortunately everyone survives there, but we are on max HP, so if King wants to attack at all here, the counter activates before the shield, and then he will get one tapped. So this Sariel does such an amazing job at countering King. The only real downfall I would say the Sariel has is going up against the Barn team, but I feel like using him alongside King, you could probably counteract that with just like how insanely well King counters Barn. Let's see what he's going to go here. Surely he doesn't rank up. Ranks up Margaret. I mean, you're going to kill King and Gotha, or just King, but... Okay, we still have the ultimate. I really don't know what he's going for here. Please just one-tap Margaret as well, that would be great. Please, Sariel. That's alright, it was pretty close. Okay, and who's he bringing into the back? Oh, it's not going to come to the front yet, are they? Ugh, oh well. Let's see, we'll go... I think I might go for the... Actually, no, we'll just throw out the ultimate and then we'll throw out. I was going to say we'll use the demonic zone so we can get the level 2 counter in the next turn, but that's alright, I'll throw off the ultimate and then we'll skip on to the next match. Really, still surviving. Okay, I'm definitely glad I threw out that extra card then, Jesus. But I mean, the real question is, with the JP version getting all this new cool and exciting stuff in their up-and-coming update, will the global version also get this in there? Like, although the update day, yes, is a little bit later than the JP version, if it gets pushed back a whole nother week, again, like they did with the SARIEL prime example, I don't know, it just seems so pointless. Like, when Trader Meliodas released, they ended up giving us an update on Tuesday, or at least, for me it was Tuesday, and then 2 days later they gave us another update, which was the day the JP version usually has their update, which was obvious indication that they were trying to catch up, like in, you know, doing the two versions together, but and then the whole SARIEL situation happened, so who knows, we'll just have to wait and see. We did also have some trailer on Twitter about like an open world anime Grand Cross game. Looks an awful lot like Breath of the Wild or Genshin Impact, whichever one you prefer. Let's see here. I could definitely go for I do want to show off SARIEL just a little bit more, so we'll rank up SARIEL instead. We'll throw out the 3-star AoE. Gives us another rank 2 counter, and if we can get another rank up, we could get a rank 3 to finish off the match. It'd be fairly nice, but I mean, we're just straight up tearing through everyone right here. I don't know, unless, I feel like pretty much any team we should do alright against. Unknown teams, we should do alright. King teams, we're absolutely destroying. Archangel teams, I feel like will be the same situation. It really is down to the Barn team to see if we can beat it, so I did verse 1 in yesterday's video and we got absolutely demolished as expected. They weren't even using Terry, so it wasn't even like full power Barn team, but it's still... The Red Eastern, which was who they were using, is still like one of the best supports for the Barn team. Honestly, for the longest time, it was either personally that or Kyo for me, but let's see, we'll use the rank 2 counter and we'll throw out those two cards. I doubt that'll kill Zeldris. I also doubt we'll ever get any skin that beats this one for Sariel. Maybe in the future we might, but at this point in time, this skin is so much better than all the other ones. I don't get how you can think any of them are as good as Fish Sariel. I know, but with it just being Zeldris here, let's get on to the next match. And of course, if you guys do have any team suggestions or even video suggestions, whether you need help with any of the bird stages or anything along those lines, by all means let me know in the comments section down below. I feel like this video is pretty much just going to be us spamming the same starting hand and then seeing how our card draw and how the match goes from there, but I don't think there's any other option. When you're using King, you're pretty much forced to throw out a card like every single turn of his so you can get up the shield. And with Sariel, getting the level 2 counter, the fact that it lasts 2 turns is so damn important. It's so much better. I really hope they continue that with up-and-coming characters with counters, or even just taunts in general. Like, I can understand the Alpha one being only 1 turn, just because man is an absolute tanking god. I also really like how the Sariel counter, pretty much every time I've versed a Goddess Liz, and they've had shield encountered, it seems to just go straight through the counter and then some, which is very, very rare for Goddess Liz shields. Let's go 1, 2, and 3. Try and break the 2 side shields with the King cards. say, look, even one king card can't do it. I do understand it was very close. Rocking Revive there on the Elizabeth actually was looking at health bar. That should finish her off as well. I mean, look at that. This team is just an absolute beast. It is super strange seeing a character that's like super rapid hit AoE and not just having the crit sound effect go crazy. Like, these two units next to each other, the King does it so much, especially with this Power Strike card. And the Sariel is just the complete opposite. Can we kill with the counter here before he gets lifesteal? No. Oh well. That's okay. Got quite a bit of health back actually. Look at that. Sariel just absolutely tanking right there. Jesus. S can run the back. Can we kill him in one turn? Let's see. Throw this out here. Sure. The one's a fairly squishy unit. King's not going to do a crazy amount of damage, but... Come on, Sariel. Oh, actually, no. We're not getting close. That's alright. No worries. And one of the biggest things... I know this topic was a little while ago on the video, but one of my biggest things about them releasing the Elate as the like side unit for the Ragnarok banner is the unit is literally just made to be a better version of the Elate which we have right now. And like throughout the live stream they actually talk about, you know, the current Elate being really good for Guild Boss and this one doing the exact same thing. I don't know why they would do that. Like I'm personally not someone who's like super fond of Guild Boss either. Like I obviously do it and I get like a high score and get all the rewards at least, but I don't know, I like characters that can be used in pretty much any activity, or at least aren't restricted to certain activities. Like, let's say Brunhild, for example, is obviously restricted to PvE content, that's how her passive works. But if you were to chuck her in a PvP team, in which has been done before, she still performs oh so well. Like, she's an amazing unit. Why wouldn't you... I might actually see if I can rank up Sariel and just go for full send on the Sariel cards instead, since we have the two of them there and we get the level 3 off. But yeah, I don't know, I thought it was weird. It's a very boring unit, not a unit you can really make PvP showcases on either. But the starter unit we have is, like, just looking at her kit, is obviously made to counter Kyo, which is unfortunate. Kyo is such a fun unit, but it's good to see they're actually, you know, making counters for units like that. And our final opponent, I don't think we've actually lost a match throughout this video as well, which is kind of nice. Extra Sariel card, okay. I mean, I really would have liked to have at least gotten one level 3 counter, like to start off a match at this video, but that's right, it is what it is. This team here, a very offensive team. I really like the offensive teams. I don't know, I do want to try the Sariel in like the 4v4 and using like a full stance team, but I just don't know how that'll go. I'm personally not the biggest fan of the 4v4 mode, and the full stance team, I'm sure I've said this before, but I don't know, it's such a slow-paced team, and although it is like a team where like, it is a very powerful team and probably one of the best teams in the game, it's just a little slow-paced for me. That's just my opinion. It's still, yeah, if you're still using it in geared, you can still easily beat some of the meta teams at this point in time. Please don't kill yourself, Escanor. Please stop attacking into Sariel. I want to throw off at least one level 3 AoE. Perfect. And yeah, look, this Sariel is on is on an attack and crit damage set, isn't even on a HP defense set, and is absolutely tanking through some of these units. Super laggy as well, so looks to be a role player. And I mean, that should just about do it. You don't really see, or like, you do see it, but like that one turn, we only had one, or at least I think we had one of the Sariel Grace debuffs active. They definitely help out, that's for sure. I do want to, like, once I've done, you know, finished doing all my Sariel showcases, do a couple where he works really well as an association character. But hey, with everyone dead there, let's just wrap up the video. There we go, and that just about does it for today's video. But I mean, hey, as always, the Sariel completely overperformed. I am super happy with how well this Sariel has been showcasing. If it wasn't for the fact that we're getting a Ragnarok update and obviously people want to summon for the cool Ragnarok characters, and for the fact that we all think a festival is going to be just around the corner, I would definitely say summon first. Sorry, if you by all means have a bunch of spare gems and you don't really want to summon on the up and coming banner, by all means, this Sariel is super fun. And you know, if you guys are undecided on whether or not you want to actually, you know, summon for the Sariel and you're like in that limbo state, we are going to be having a bunch of Sariel showcases in the next, you know, couple of days. We've already done a couple, so like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to stay, you know, stay in the loop with all of those. But that just about does it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please hit like and subscribe. Really means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys for some more Grand Cross content.